another 2K16 matchup.
You got
with
2K17?
on my manager. It is Oklahoma City versus the Washington Wizards.
And a happy
2K.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Do you have
We
2K17?
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
As I was saying,
Yes, we must. We should go find the monster.
Good tidings
Emma?
to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a happy New Year.
yeah, I'm back. Okay, things happen. And now, let's get the matchup with Oklahoma and Washington. In Washington, D.C. at the Verizon Center on 2K16. And if you guys want to see some 2K17, I will be buying that soon when I get in line for Black Friday. Let's begin.
Capturing the Capitol building and beyond.
Starting lineup for the Washington Wizards
Bring us
and
a biggie
It's a
pudding.
different
Oh, bring us a biggie pudding. Oh, bring us
last
a biggie
match.
pudding. And a cup of cheer. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy
That's going to continue all the way to the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
106.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin,
Sorry,
even
guys.
after 8
I was
years in the
out.
league. Yet up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Wall, that's good.
And really a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great
About to
defensive
blow
play
out
and
OKC
great
right
basket
now.
in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Here's Roberson following the basket by John Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook on target from 13 feet. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you're talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his
10-4
length.
right now,
6'10",
guys.
with
No.
a 7-foot,
Oklahoma
5-inch
trash. Either
arm
it was
span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot
and
in this
Durant.
league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And it's sent back by Morris. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Gucci with his back.
Just 5 on the clock. Russell Westbrook again.
It is 10-6. We don't let them.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to Atlanta.
In the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yes, I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and
Let's
that
get
can
it.
happen after
Come
you
on,
expend
people.
so much energy
I
just
may
to
be new
force
to
the
this, but
overtime.
I can still
And
make
it's the
some
Thunder
cash
with the
out.
ball. Following the bucket by the Wizards. And Adams with the
Okay,
slam.
Adams. Okay.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass?
Oh
Money.
my God.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Wall passes to Gortat. Here's Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
That time played excellent team basketball. I mean, seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Fires for 3. And
Three.
it's good. Wall's got 8 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
That one goes. Count it. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Washington leading now by 5. Beal from long range. Good.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
The defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Here's Ibaka. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Here's Roberson. After the made shot from Bradley Beal. Here's Durant. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he catches that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Markieff Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Porter. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Cantor, he's checked in for Adams. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Here is Durant. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Waiters dishes to Payne. Outside Durant, puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here is Sessions. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
27-19.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Waiters. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Durant gets it to go.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And that one's good. Dudley's got 11 points.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's Waiters, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Beal, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah.
And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach. Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make to a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too, that confidence. Has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Waiters in at the 3. Wizards leading by 9.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Here's Ibaka. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook against Wall. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Wall with the steal. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Adams, he's checked in for Kansas.
Steven Adams. Timeout for Oklahoma City.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Waiters, and that comes off the assist. Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. From deep. And again, it's John Wall. Wall's got 19 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Beal with it. Westbrook picks him up. Launches a 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, I tell you what, guys, Bradley Beal, a devastating long-range shooter. Effortless and smooth, textbook mechanics. When he gets in the rhythm from behind the arc, lights out, baby, lights out. I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Washington calls timeout. And on the top of the Bradley Beal, he's not just prolific from deep, he's also improved his three-point accuracy every year. Last year, he was about 41%, Greg, from beyond the arc.
And the thing about Bradley is, well, as great as he is at shooting the triple, he's also got a refined game. He's an attacker of the rim. He's improved his ball handling and passing, really becoming a complete player.
Westbrook with the buckets.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
From deep, Wall, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And Waiters has it in the corner. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Dion Waiters.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Garrett Temple. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters, and it's Payne in for Roberson. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Beal, that's for two. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Beal. They set the screen. A drive by Collison, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it different. They'll count the basket.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. 1:19 left in the first half. There's Beal with the three, and it's Durant with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 14. Rejected by Wall, but they get it back. Here's Kanter. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
That's good from Kanter.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 17 points here for Beal.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
There's a screen by Kanter. Kanter with a screen on Wall. It's stolen by Morris. To the inside. Wall passes to Beal. Here's the three. And again, Washington with the triple. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though we're at least...
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the...
Oh!
2 points.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up. Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Wizards...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He ended up with 31 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from behind the arc. Whether it's coming off a high screen or pulling off the dribble, it seems like whatever they're doing, it's going correct. There's not a lot you can do when a team's got this hot from downtown.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know the analytical people love to point out opponent field goal percentage, and tonight has been a big problem. They haven't defended with any purpose. They need a whole lot more activity on defense.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Washington leading now by 17. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half. Shot clock at 5. And Ibaka slams it in.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And really with the Thunder and their road problems last season, both Phoenix and New Orleans had better road records than they did. And had the Thunder been tougher on the road, no doubt they would have made it in. It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has. And, you know, the Thunder had road trouble right out of the gate last season, guys. Only had 1 road win in their first 9 road games. They also had 4 different instances of 4 or more game road losing streaks last season.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When you're talking about Wall's burst, he can go end to end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You said he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as 3-point percentage last season.
Beal's shot is good.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Thunder trailing by 18. Here's Roberson. Kicks to Durant. To the middle. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
And, you know, for the Wizards, it wasn't just how they scored, but who scored. I mean, they ended the season with all 5 starters averaging double-digit points, and that's a rarity.
That's good. And that's now 30 points here for Beal.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Roberson dishes to Durant. Shot from the low block. Again, Oklahoma City.
And thinking back to the Wizards having all of their starting 5 scoring in double digits last year, those are the kinds of teams that coaches hate to plan against. Any given night, one of them can step up and hurt you, and you just couldn't plan for where their points were going to come from. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now Wall. He's got 31. Can't hit. Durant at the elbow. Finishes the break with a slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Westbrook against Wall. Here's Adams, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Wall. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Gortat with the steal. Charity stripe shot. Again, the Wizards good for 2. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Then for the Thunder, Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. Waiters comes in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. From deep, Thornton, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Payne gets a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Payne's got his second basket of the night. Wizards leading by 16. Here's Sessions. And he makes good on the layup.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Oklahoma City's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. 46 seconds left in the third. Payne's shot is good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And a wide open look for Thornton. And again, Washington with the triple.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
And it's blocked by Adams. Payne with it. He has 7, the 10-footer. And Durant gets it to go, the assist from Payne. Payne's got 3 assists tonight.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one misses, so both teams changing it up here.
At the line for 2.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Andre Roberson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Kanter in at the 5. Here's Westbrook, rejected by Wall. They recover it. Durant, that's good.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Wizards leading by 14. Outside, Wall. Takes a 3. That drops. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Westbrook kicks to Kanter. Back to Westbrook. From past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Durant. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
So for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Nene, and Dudley subbed in for Porter. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Westbrook drives in, outside for Durant. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the All-Star break playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. There's Beal with the 3, and again, Washington with the triple.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though.
And oh, he just jams it right over Marcin Gortat. Wow. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again. The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Lets it go from 11. Westbrook's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Wall attacking. Westbrook with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Durant. Again, the Thunder score.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wall's got 48.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
That's good. And it's now 23 points for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Washington.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Thunder.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Wall. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting it. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And that one's good.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
Beal's shot is good.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Inside, and Ibaka kicks to Roberson. Durant dishes to Ibaka. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
There's Beal with the 3. Can't get it to go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 44.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Wall passes to Beal from deep three-point range, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. 50 points here for Beal. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wall with the steal.
Go ahead.
They're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And so it's Washington.
Congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, this win was really, really needed, and he went out and he got it for them. They lost 2 in a row coming in, and dropping the third straight would have been very, very rough. But he took it upon himself, took it right to the ship, as he always does. Great performance and a great time to deliver.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.
That's our match.
Have a great night.
Up for today. I will see y'all guys soon. Peace.